I had this crazy idea to make my own custom crayons. First, I need to make a mold. Then I need to melt the crayons. Then I could pour the melted crayons into the mold. But wait, I don't even have anything to make into a mold yet. So it's time to get creative with some clay. For my first idea, I always felt like crayons were always too skinny and they break so easily. So I'm gonna make a chunky crayon out of clay. It's crazy how much bigger this one is compared to the actual crayon. Next, I've always wanted a crayon shaped like a character. It's gotta be chubby too, so it doesn't snap easily. So this is what I made. I also added some cakes to the back. For this next crayon idea, at first I was thinking I should make it look like a weird shaped twisty thing. I don't even know what I was thinking. I scrapped that idea, then I was thinking of a shell. But then I made this. I love it so much. I also made a chunky little crayon. It's adorable. Now I have to set up my mold. I cut up cardboard into little boxes and then I hot glue around it. It's really important to make sure everything's sealed. This is the mold stuff I'm using. It's called Mold Star Fast. It cures in about 30 minutes. I love this one because you just have to mix them both half and half equally and then it's ready. But once you start mixing, the timer starts, so you have to mix it really fast. You also pour it from really high above to get any air bubbles out. And don't make my mistake, wear gloves because this stuff is messy. Just to be safe, I waited about 2 hours and it's all ready to go. Another tip is if you're using Sculpey clay, make sure to cook it in the oven first so you don't end up doing what I did. It made it a little hard to take out. This part's kind of satisfying though. It's like those videos where they're taking earwax out of people's ears. Let me know in the comments if you think this looks satisfying. The mold actually imprinted the cheeks. This one's a lot easier to take out. And honestly, this character is pretty cursed. But I love this one. You could see the little faces in the silicone, so that's a pretty good sign. For my first color, I decided to start off with green. Then I realized it'll probably melt way faster if I cut it in tiny pieces. And I'm super impatient, so I just threw this in the microwave, which took about 3 minutes, I think. Once it's done, it's really hot, so be really careful when you pick it up. It's literally burning my hand right here. This color came out really cool. It looks like something out of Fortnite. And this little candle wax melter top thingy is really bad at pouring stuff, but I figured it out. For my next one, I'm going to be pouring in some blue, and I also added pink into it. You could see this new pour method I did where I taped the paper on, and it seems to be working a little bit better. Then there was some leftover space on that mold, so I just started throwing in random pieces of blue crayon into it. I probably should have melted it first, but it seems to be working out perfectly. This next one's this crazy Charizard color. Hopefully this turns out good because I accidentally poured some bits of blue into it. Of course I didn't have enough, so I'm going to be throwing this crayon into it, and the name of it is Macaroni and Cheese, which is pretty cool. It's the next day and it's time to open up the molds. I decided to wait a full night just to be safe. First I'm opening up the chunky crayon. I sliced the side so it's easier to take out, and look at it. It's so cool. It kind of looks like a cartoon turned into real life. Now let's check out the tiny one. It's adorable. This one's so cool. I can't wait to try it. This one's a little harder to take out, but oh my gosh, it's super cool. I'm actually going to be a dad in a couple of months, and I'm so excited to eventually show this to my baby. Not this one though. This one came out so cursed. I kind of like it, but it's also a little bit creepy. Let me know what you think of it. Now it's time to try out the crayons. I decided to draw one of my characters. This one's definitely my favorite because remember I added that pink into the blue? It just worked out so well. Now I'm trying the chunky green one. I was pushing down really hard and it wasn't breaking, so I'm pretty happy with this one. But wait till you see the tiny one. This one's really cool because almost every time I was using it, I got a different shade of green. So I'm pretty happy with it. And of course, I'm gonna try the cursed one. If you like this video and you learned something new, please like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you would try this too. Okay, bye.